Drugs. See your girl in the park. System overload.
This is Sean O'Malley, and you're watching Full-Time MMA. Don't be a bagel biting, bagel bitch boy, bagel bitch back.
What's going on, Full-Time family? Man, it is 2:19 in the morning. This is not the usual time we do our streams. You know that if you're here. Salute to Gary Kendrick Jr. But Ben Askren right now is on fire. Yo, I just got off of work a couple of hours ago, and I was just looking at some of the MMA news and stuff, you know what I'm saying, relaxing off of work. I got into it a little bit with this micromanaging motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Might have to have a little meeting tomorrow with some of the higher ups, you know, to protect my own neck. But, yeah, it's another story for another day. You know how that goes, right? Somebody that ain't even the boss, they're like, you know what I'm saying, like, one step above you, but they still ain't shit. So they be trying to like micromanage you when you're, you know, fuck out of here, dude. Fuck you think this is? So, yeah, I was at work earlier. Got off work, checked the MMA news. Ben Askren, bro. I seen him earlier going in on some people, and I was like, oh shit, okay, Ben Askren's talking some shit. Okay. And then I went to work. He never stopped. And I like it. Ben Askren is going in. Holy shit. You guys, we gotta go to Ben Askren's Twitter page. But yeah, so this isn't gonna be the longest show. Maybe 20, 30 minutes, maybe 40 max if we go off on one of our tangents. You know how we do sometimes. But I just wanted to go over some of what Ben Askren is talking about on Twitter, because I'm telling you right now, it is nothing but heat. It's like, he was like, Colby Covington, hold my fucking beer. And oh, by the way, I'm probably going to beat your ass in a little bit. But Ben Askren's coming with that fucking trash talk. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no cringy, borderline racist. This guy is coming with the facts. The fact sauce. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. Listen, you know what? I read the first two tweets and I was like, yo, I got to stop right here. I got to read the rest of these with the family because the first two made me laugh. But that being said, let's give a few shout-outs to the Full-Time family that showed up this late night. We had 13 people watching at 2:21 a.m. Holy snaps. Ivan Eagle says UFC 231 starting to look like fire. Cowboy versus Nelson. Moicano versus Bektik. Ortega versus Max. Oh, and don't forget Joanna versus Shevchenko. No, 231 is stacked, bro. 231 is stacked. Definitely for us hardcore fans. Gary Kendrick Jr. said, yeah, he's really going off on everybody. He better whoop some ass where he's gonna look real bad. Yeah. He's gonna definitely have to whoop some ass. But I mean, he's one of the best wrestlers in the welterweight division. I mean, you know, and wrestling can take you a long way. And I don't know. I'll have to watch more Ben Askren's fights. I've only seen like one or two, you know, to see really how well-rounded he is. But I know regardless, he's 18-0. And yeah, you know, he hasn't been fighting guys in the UFC, but with that wrestling base, gives you a good chance. Like, honestly, you look at guys at the top of the UFC, like a RDA or a Masvidal, or somebody that's more of a striker, right? And you can give Ben Askren a good chance against them. So I definitely think he can compete with some of the top 5, top 10 guys in the world. But can he beat the GSPs or the Usmans or the Covingtons? You know, can he beat the other guys in the UFC that are also very tough wrestlers? That's going to be interesting to see. But boy, regardless, he's gonna make shit fun while he's here. And you know, it's probably gonna piss a lot of people off. You know, a lot of people don't enjoy the trash talk. A lot of people don't like trash talk. They don't think there's a place for it in this game. There definitely is a place for it, but yeah, you know, some people don't enjoy it. I personally, I might not agree with everything everyone says, but I do find it entertaining as fuck whenever somebody's got some good trash talk, right? Like, it just and not even for the fight necessarily. I just enjoy good trash talk, witty trash talk for comedy reasons. I don't give a fuck about, you know, whether, you know, like not for like instigating purposes, right? I don't care about it for instigating, like, oh, you gotta fight this guy now. I just enjoy good trash talk for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Not because I want to see motherfuckers bust each other's heads open, but because I want to see the comedy in it and shit like that. I'm a fan of comedy and stuff. So, that's why I enjoy trash talk, and that's why what we're about to see on Ben Askren's Twitter might have me laughing out loud. Kenshiro Ryu MMA in the building. Askren about to learn there's levels to the UFC top 10s. Askren beating Asian kickboxers in one FC who never learned grappling don't prove much. No, there's something to be said there, about that's a good point, but I do think his wrestling ability alone will be enough to win favorable matchups. Can he beat the best guys in the UFC? Maybe not. But like I said, you put him against a guy, and Masvidal is my motherfucking dog, one of my favorite fighters. But put him against a guy like Masvidal, Rafael Dos Anjos, and we'll see. I think he might stand actually a good chance. Gary Kindred Jr. says, the best base to start your MMA career is usually wrestling. For sure, man. For sure. And multiple reasons, not just because you can always take someone down and it's good to have that position, but also because when you're a wrestler, you're tough as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Wrestlers are some of the most mentally tough athletes out there. And so that's also another good thing to have going into MMA. But yeah, so Poo Poo Man in the building, Yusuf in the building. Bro, Jacare White was one of my dreams. Now it's actually happening. Lit. Yeah, that fight is going to be dope, man. UFC 230 went through changes, and we still got some good fights. That's for us hardcore fans, But yeah, Jacare Whiteman is a great matchup. Who you got winning that fight, Ivan Eagle? Woodley said Askren would smoke Khabib. Of course he has to say that because that's his teammate. But come on, bro. Well, no, Khabib, bro. No, he said GSP and Khabib. Askren might be able to give it to Khabib, but there were different weight classes. Khabib's not going to be ragdolling people at 170 like he was at 155. 165, maybe. 165, okay, but that's still 10 pounds up. Even at 165, and he can beat some people, but 165 would be tough for Khabib. Especially against a guy like an Askren or an Usman or a Covington or a Woodley. Like a bigger wrestler is going to give Khabib problems. That's just how wrestling works. You can be the best fucking 145-pound wrestler in the world. When you go up against a fucking light heavyweight wrestler who might not have the same skill as you, they're probably going to beat you if they are actually a wrestler. Like, when both fighters are skilled, size does matter. If one guy sucks, size doesn't necessarily matter. But if both guys are good, then, it does. Askren's 34 wants all the smoke, says Infamous MMA. Yo, is my... He wants all the smoke. Let's go. I'm reading the comments. Salute. I want to talk with y'all. Chop it up. I just got off of work, but I can't wait to get to his fucking Twitter feed. It is so lit right now. Kenshiro says Askren 34 about to be 6 feet under. Kenshiro, you don't think Ben Askren has what it takes? Okay. I can't wait to see who his first fight's gonna be against. Man, already shaking things up, and this whole trade is so crazy. DJ's gone, bro. Got a new handle. Ariel Helwani got him his real handle. He went from Mighty Mouse UFC to Mighty One Gaming, but Ariel Helwani somehow worked the magic and got him hooked up and got Mighty Mouse. So you can find Demetrious Johnson at Mighty Mouse. No underscores, no numbers, no gaming, at Mighty Mouse. That's pretty dope. Salute to Ariel Helwani for that. Infamous MMA says, who has Khabib fought bigger than him? Yeah. I mean, he's really fought lightweights. He's been fighting at lightweight. So, you can't just put him up. And he really hasn't really shown a lot of interest in going up to 170. But 165, we can still have a conversation. But now GSP. I don't know about Ben Askren beating GSP. Woodley might be tripping there. But that's where the bias might come in. I don't know about Ben Askren beating GSP. I don't know if we can give him that, bro. Come on, bro. GSP. We're talking about goats here. Ben Askren's got a lot to prove before we start putting him over the goat. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even do that to Woodley. I wouldn't do that to GSP for damn sure. I ain't even going to say Askren could beat Woodley, but they're teammates, so we would never find out. Shit, I want to see Askren versus Covington or Askren versus Usman. Let's see where you really at. But GSP, Good motherfucking luck. He is undefeated though, but we will have to see. Oh, let's go to let's go to the Twitter because I'm pretty sure he's lighting up GSP over there too. I seen him giving some smoke to Nate Diaz, some smoke all around. Kenshi Review MMA says DJ going to 1FC, Cejudo fighting for 135 belt, Pettis going up to 135. Signs point to Flyweight being disbanded and all fired. You are bringing up a lot of great points, brother. DJ's going to 1FC. Cejudo, originally TJ was talking about going down and taking that belt. Dana White's talking about Cejudo going up. Pettis talking about going up to 135. Yeah, boy. Whoa, if the UFC folds 125 minutes, that's going to be crazy, bro. But there's one last hope. There's only one last hope, or they might actually fold that shit. The last hope is Henry Cejudo. I mean, he speaks 2 languages. He's, you know what I'm saying, Mexican, got an Olympic gold medal. Fucking, yeah, he's willing to talk trash a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He said in the past. So, I mean, yeah, that's very marketable. If there's any fucking flyweight you're going to be able to market, maybe it's, I was going to use Gary Kendrick Jr.'s term and say blockhead, but I kind of feel like that's a little disrespectful. I was going to say, blockhead. But, yo, if you can't market Henry Cejudo, then flyweights, it's kind of hard, though. Like, is that the cutoff? Because, you know, there's some bantamweights. Dominic Cruz, I don't know exactly how much he's sold, but he's the biggest selling bantamweight aside from, like, what, TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt. But I think Dominic Cruz probably has TJ covered. I don't think he's the biggest seller. I mean, there's definitely something, and you can't deny it. Whenever, you know, as a hardcore fan, we respect skill. But when you talk to a casual fan and they're not respecting the game and you're like, yo, bro, like, Demetrious Johnson's kicking ass. Like, why aren't you trying to watch his fights? You will get guys, and yeah, they're jackasses, but they're like, oh, because he's fucking so small, and oh, I feel like my nephew. Like, okay, what the fuck ever. But it's legit, right? But my question would then be, what's the cutoff? How can people go from not liking to see Demetrious Johnson at 125 pounds to Conor McGregor breaking box office records at 145? Is 145? Is 135 the cutoff? Like, when do people stop giving a shit about, you know, guys because of their size? So DJ's gone, but we'll see. That would be crazy if the UFC disbanded that division. Oh, that would suck fucking dick. Like, that would kind of just throw away Demetrius' whole fucking legacy in that division, his record in the UFC. Like, Demetrious Johnson, the longest reigning champion of a division that doesn't exist anymore. That would kind of be bollocks, honestly. If that division got folded, I would actually. I like the flyweight division, anyways. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm watching a motherfucker in the cage on TV, they damn near all look the same size, honestly. With the camera angles and shit, it works on small fighters just like it does fat bitches. You know what I'm saying? I don't even realize, like, when unless you got a big ass referee in there, right? Like, if you got Big John referee in a flyweight fight, you can kind of see the size. Because it's like, oh, look, there's a big-ass dude right next to him. But if you got a small referee in a flyweight fight with the angles, bro, them motherfuckers look 7 foot tall. You couldn't tell if it's a 6'6" dude fighting. You got the angles. Maybe we need to just mix up the referees. Don't put Big John reffing a Demetrious Johnson fight. You know, don't put Big Dan. You got to get like Yamasaki or y'all know the little dude. I wish I knew his name because I don't want to call him the little dude, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He be reffing. That motherfucker be in a heavyweight fight. I'm like, what the hell is he going to do if they decide to motherfucking flip shit? Oh, that'd be bad. Come on. Don't. What are you going to do, though? Derek Lewis, Francis Ngannou. You got Mighty Mouse, the referee version. Fucking Derek Lewis actually decides to get payback for selling out our people. I'm just joking. But he's pissed after the fight. Right? Derek Lewis is pissed. You know what I'm saying? And, and, and he flips shit. He don't want to stop. After the bell, you know, he's mad. The ref takes a point. What the fuck? I'm just saying, that's crazy. But hit him with the angles, bro. I don't know. There's got to be something we can do about these flyweights. So maybe it has something to do with the fact that Demetrious Johnson ain't doing exactly what Ben Askren's doing. Ooh, Ben Askren's Twitter's on fire. We've been slow cooking it. I can't wait to get over here. Maybe have some new hot shit for us by the time we get there. But I'm telling you right now, there's never been a time in Demetrious Johnson's championship reign his Twitter was on fire like Ben Askren's is today. The one championship motherfuckers are lucky he can't speak Asian. He would have probably been shitting on Chinyaku Ui or whoever the fuck he was fighting over there. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Lee Jr. and shit in one championship. He would be on their heads. He didn't want to give the UFC no free promotion, but man, I'm telling you, Ben Askren was plotting. He had some shit to say. Let's go to his Twitter. Let's motherfucking go. We'll get back to the chat afterward. Alright, so, Ben Askren. Motherfucking at Ben Askren. On fire right now. Check him out. He's just responding to everybody. Like, he's got something going. We should probably start from the bottom and go up. We should probably, yeah, let's do that. But just you can see over the last few hours, heat. Alright. Darren Till. Yeah, dude, it started like yesterday. See, these are the ones I saw, and I was like, okay, he's bringing a little bit of heat. Let's see. Alright. I'm going to start at the beginning. We're pretty close. Demetrious Johnson. God damn, bro. Ben Askren. Okay, here we go. Ben Askren. He baited these motherfuckers into it. He was ready. He said, "Notice, not one of these welterweights is saying my name right now. They think if they hide their heads in the sand, some other poor lamb will get taken for slaughter." It's like, oh shit. You know, he's getting ready. Like, that was pretty cold. No names mentioned. But now, Mike Perry, you know, Mike Perry ain't never scared, right? He says, I was waiting to beat Cowboy Cerrone first, but I threw my name out there on Insta. I see him saying nobody is saying anything, so let it be known Ben Askren's going to need some aspirin. Yo, I like that. Ben Askren's going to need some aspirin if I can get my name on the contract with him. That wrestling shit don't scare me, bitch. Okay, Mike Perry, let's go. Ben Askren said, well, I appreciate you being the only one with the courage, Mike, but let's be real. You suck. You know you're not getting the shot. No. What? How you gonna no-sell Mike Perry like that, bro? He almost fought Darren Till. Heat. Bro. Heat. Ben Askren, bro, I think he had these written down in his one notebook. Right? He can't trash talk his Asian opponents. So he's like, what the fuck would I say to Mike Perry? What the fuck would I say to Nate Diaz? One of these days I'm going to be in the... Kind of like some Eminem shit or something, right? He came prepared for the battle rap. Like, he had notes and shit. Like, let's go. Alright, so... He says, so many fighters said stuff about me in the past. I don't even get hit. I might tell UFC to set up a Bum of the Month club and fight every month. Oh... Jorge Masvidal says, beg me, you little slut, and just like a little slut whore, your day is coming. Host slap season, talking about Ben Askren. Oh, shit, Masvidal getting a little motherfucking graphic with Ben Askren. He said, beg me like a slut and like a little slut whore, your day is coming. Holy shit. Ben Askren says, Jorge, you haven't won a fight since January 2017. If you had a shred of self-awareness, you would have realized it, and it would be an honor for you to share the cage with me. Darren Till, you feel like going on a losing streak? You know what I'm saying? If Masvidal and Perry wasn't enough smoke, right? If Masvidal and Perry wasn't enough smoke. Hey, Darren Till, you feel like going on a losing streak? it says, Alan Joban, he spoke up. He says, Ben Askren, you're an educated guy, so you're smart enough to know that your style isn't striking fear in the hearts of anyone. Sure, you're gonna hit some takedowns, but you're gonna get touched up like never before. Only a matter of time. Joban, good. Hey, touche. That's a good point. You might get some takedowns, but we're gonna be tagging you up on the feet, brother. Ben Askren says, Allen being humbled in front of millions isn't something fake tough like happening to them. Allen being humbled in front of millions isn't something fake tough like happening to them. You're 1-2 in your last 3. Go back to modeling. Heat right back for Joe Ben. He's firing back. That's what I like, right? He's coming back. Ben Askren out here working his way through the UFC roster. Darren Till says, who the fuck are you? I've had one loss. Don't be thinking you're going to come over here and ruin everyone. Trust me, I would knock the curly hair off your head, you hillbilly. Ben Askren sounds like a yes to me. Keep your dance card open. You're about to get taken down to Funky Town. Oh, shit. Darren Till was talking about moving up to middleweight, but looks like we might have a potential matchup here. Looks like Ben Askren likes the sound of a potential Darren Till matchup. He says, keep your dance card open. You're about to get taken to Funky Town. You guys think Ben Askren can take Darren Till to Funky Town? Jorge says Jorge 1 says Mike Perry needs to put the glue down. Gary Kitchen Jr. says, yeah, he's definitely the talk of the town right now. Ivan Eagle says Ben could make fun of their eyes or something. Like, yeah, but they wouldn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't get a good back. If they say something back, you got to put it in your Google Translate. Hey, Google Translate's a motherfucker. He might be able to work some shit, but it wouldn't be heat like this. Full time, really? He almost fought Darren Till as your defense for Perry. Yeah, bro. He almost fought Darren Till. You mean he ain't on your level? You like that? He can definitely talk shit with the best of them, says Gary Kendrick Jr. Hey, one says Ben was created on a computer. He's an artificial intelligence robot. That's why his boring bitches will be assimilated. Yo, I wonder if he has a ghostwriter. Like, no, I don't think he does, right? Because people are coming to him and he's firing right back. This ain't no ghostwriting shit right here. This is Ben Askren coming back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Yusuf says Tyron could not take him down. He a big motherfucker. Let's see it. Him and Tyron are teammates. I probably won't be fighting, which is interesting. Ben Askren gonna be fucking up everybody else, right? Like being like, I don't know, the gatekeeper? She's not gonna fight Woodley, I guess. You know what I'm saying? What much fight Till, okay. But him and Woodley, I'm sure people are gonna ask. Like, Askren's got title aspirations, I would imagine. Maybe you fight Till and then like GSP, but I don't know. It's interesting. You know what I mean? Maybe you have like a welterweight title tournament. You know? Copy Bellator maybe? But, you know, because wrestlers, teammates, they don't want to fight each other. But wrestlers, you know, in wrestling, it's a tournament. If you have to go against your teammate, you got to go against your teammate. It ain't nothing personal, but this is fighting, right? This ain't wrestling. But if they do a tournament and it's for the title, I don't know. I don't really see Woodley and Askren fighting each other, but Askren's probably going to be moving closer to, if he wins, if he can get a win. If he can beat like Darren Till, he'll be pretty close. His trash talk comes from the heart, says Ivan Eagle. No full time, don't disrespect Ben like that. Yeah, no, definitely not. He don't have no fucking ghostwriter. Why sign Ben? Bro, his shit comes off way more natural than like a Colby. Like, right? When Colby in the beginning seemed a little forced, like, right? This seems completely natural. Poo Poo Man says, why sign Ben if you're not trying to fight for the 170 title? Super fights? Yeah. Because he's willing to talk shit and sell some fights, shake things up. That's one thing he's definitely doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't want Demetrious Johnson to win his title back. Maybe you want to get rid of the flyweight division. Maybe because you want to get rid of the flyweight division. I don't know exactly, you know, and maybe, shit, if Woodley loses, you know what I'm saying? Woodley could lose. I don't know. Maybe these motherfuckers eventually will fight. I don't know. But yeah, no. Maybe, unless he's willing to fight Woodley or Woodley loses, he might be a gatekeeper for a while. Ben is Tyron's wrestling coach. Yeah, Ben is Tyron's wrestling coach. I heard it was kind of like, I've heard Ben is Tyron's wrestling coach, and I've heard Tyron is Ben's wrestling coach. I'm like, what? So yeah, and that sounds more right though. Ben is more of a natural wrestler, I would think. I think he's Tyron's wrestling coach, but it might be the other way around. Don't you know what I'm saying? I like him versus Nick Diaz, says Jay Skills. Not a great matchup for Nick Diaz. I mean, he could potentially submit him though. He'd for sure get murked at 185, says Poo Poo Man. That's like Khabib at 170 though. It's because he's a wrestler. Going up in weight's not a good idea for a wrestler, really. What's crazy for Woodley to say? What's crazy for Woodley to say is he's openly said that if Khabib came up to 170, he didn't want any smoke. But now he's saying his teammate will crush him. Yeah. Oh, he did tell Khabib to stay down there, huh? Is that what he says? Stay down there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to buy Tyron Woodley not wanting smoke with Khabib. Like, what, dog? I have to hear that context. Cause I do remember him kind of saying that. Like, oh, stay down there. But I hope he wasn't talking about Khabib. Like, for Woodley, yeah, Woodley better not be scared of no damn lightweight. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. I could see him saying Ben Askren could beat Khabib because I can see that, kind of. But, yeah, that's a good point, though. All right, let's go back up. See who else. Let's see. Michael Chiesa. I saw this at work. He was like, hey, Ben Askren, I'm a welterweight, but I'm here to say you're fucking awesome. Been a big fan since your Mizzou days. My teammate, Tyler McGuire, is fighting for the title. You retired in ONE FC, and I want to train with you. Congrats on getting the deal done. Funky Town. Damn. That's a big respect. That's like some fan shit, low-key, right? That sounds like some, he's fanning out a little bit. Yo, Ben, you're fucking awesome, man. I'm a fellow welterweight. I would love to train with you. You motherfuckers might be fighting. No. But Michael Chiesa reaching out, extending, the welcoming hand, like, welcome to the UFC, brother. Big fan. Ben Askren, thanks, Mike. Okay. Now, here we go. Hey, George St-Pierre, please name your terms of engagement. Would you like me to beat up? Who would you like me to beat up? Or how many Twitter followers would you like me to have? You name it, it's done. Then I'll see you in Montreal. Yo, that was the first one I saw. He said, yo, GSP, who do I have to beat up? Or how many Twitter followers do I have to get for you to fight me? Oh, shit. Better way to say it, like, because, GSP, he's looking for big stock fights. But, I mean, he would probably have to beat McGregor, Woodley, and then fucking Khabib for GSP to fight him. But no, GSP has talked about fighting Khabib. One of the reasons is because no one's ever beat him. Well, Ben Askren is 18-0. So, GSP could take that 0. Maybe that entices him. It's something nobody's ever done. But he's got to probably have a bigger fight. Or how's he going to get his stock up? Yeah. So he continued. He says, but George St-Pierre, please be specific. Ambiguity sucks. I know you like a challenge, and I'm a puzzle you've never solved yet. Pause. Hey, Nick Diaz, word is you blew all your money and you need to fight again. I realize you haven't won a bout since 2011, but people still seem to think you're good. I'm willing to show them otherwise. Oh, come on, bro. That's crazy. Nate Diaz, you can't keep waiting on your sugar daddy, Conor McGregor, to make you some more money. If Big Bro lets you out of the house or you're feeling funky, holler at me. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Drops mic. That is some heat. Damn. My fire alarm's about to go off. Oh, shit, son. Don't do Nate like that, bro. Don't call Nate out like that. Woo! Fire. That's crazy, y'all. That tweet's crazy. That tweet's crazy. What the fuck? He said, yo, Nate Diaz, you can keep waiting on your sugar daddy, Conor McGregor, to make you some more money. Or he said, you can't wait on him. If Big Bro lets you out of the house or you're feeling funky, holler at me. That's a great fucking line for Ben Askren right there. At the end of every fight, whoever you're calling out. Yo, Colby Covington, you disrespectful motherfucker. You know I'll whoop your ass. You think you can wrestle? I'll show you how to wrestle. You borderline racist piece of shit. I'm here and I'm going to make the welterweight division great again, motherfucker. When you're feeling funky, holler at me. Yo, when you're feeling funky, holler at me. Funky Ben Askren. I'm a fan. I low-key, I didn't know much. Like, I'm new of Ben Askren. I've heard of him as an MMA fan. I never really watched one before. I knew he was a great wrestler. But yo, I'm kind of liking. I like you. Who's he gonna fight? I'm kind of interested now. Like, right, if Ben Askren just came over and was fucking silent as a church mouse, I wouldn't probably even be knowing when his fight comes up or looking into it or like, oh, who is this guy? What's going on over here? Who's Ben Askren? I probably wouldn't be looking up old Ben Askren wrestling matches. But all of this, I'm like, yo, who the fuck? Whoa, he's coming in with the heat. So there he was. GSP, Nick Diaz, Nate Diaz, he's not done. Oh, and Team Khabib, I'll meet you at 165 to determine who the best MMA grappler on planet Earth. You just name the time and send location. Oh, he just told Khabib to send location! You guys! This motherfucker's on fire! Where's the lighter? Put your lighters up. Put your lighters up. This is Ben Askren. Holy shit. He just told Khabib to send location, you guys. Holy shit. He said 165 will be a division. UFC just needed a star to start it. Like Rousey for women's 135. Well, they got a star. Take that shit to the bank. How you not love this kid? How do you not love this kid? What are you talking about? You just name time and send location. Oh my god, guys. I gotta pull up the chat. I am enjoying this. I am enjoying this a little too much. Ben Askren is so fucking hype on Twitter right now. This shit is so dope. Dude, you will wake up my bro. Don't shout, says Khabib. My bad, brother. Yusuf says Askren versus Colby or Usman. That would be a good fight. Man, Askren versus Till, Askren versus Colby or Usman, Khabib. Fuck it, let's go. So you can take that shit to the bank. Yeah, you can tell he's really coming off the dome with this shit. Nothing manufactured like Colby, says Gary Kindred. I know, right? He's spitting. He's just coming up. He's just spitting the heat. So he's just coming off. It's just. This is a lot more like Chael to me, right? Off the top, ready to fire back. Let's get it. He don't gotta wait for someone to come up with an angle and all this shit. He don't gotta be borderline racist. He got just straight heat. Colby Covington, hold my beer. This is like the Colby Covington we all would have enjoyed. Like this is like the good Colby Covington, right? He's also Tyron Woodley's teammate, but he didn't fucking turn on him and take Dana White's side and threaten all this bullshit and be borderline racist. He's also a great wrestler, but he's actually undefeated. And he's actually loyal to Woodley, unlike fucking Covington, which is super dope. And he even talks trash, and he's good at it. Yo, what's not to like? I'm a fan of Ben Askren. Let's go. I mean, it's, yeah, fuck it. I'm not even going to fucking downplay it by saying, yeah, he's a wrestler, so, you know, some of his fights might be Justin Gaethje-ish. But fuck it. He talks a good game. If he can win the fight, let's go. Jorge One says, been going to Dagestan. They put respect on his name. Oh shit, is that facts? Like, was he actually going over there? That's dope. But he told Khabib send location. Ben's another GSP with punchlines and catchy punchlines. I know, right? When you're feeling funky, holler at me. Let's go. Bro, Cho vs. Fedor actually happened, bro. What type of freak show is this? Cho vs. Fedor, let's go. Cho fought Fedor, Silva, wait. Cho fought GSP? Am I fucking tripping? Either way, Cho fights Goat. You get the point. Oh, yeah. He said he fought GSP. That's what I was thinking of. He also fought John Jones. He said he fought GSP like in a fucking back room or something. Like he fought John Jones, he fought Fedor, and he fought Silva in the UFC. And he like sparred with GSP or like something. Not in the UFC, but yeah. Dana hates his ass, says Jorge won. I know, and he loves Colby, right? He loves fucking Colby, who's willing to turn on his teammate with the info and take Dana's side and all this shit, be borderline racist. And he hates Ben Askren. Probably because he won't fucking turn on Woodley and shit, right? Like, yeah, Ben Askren, I don't know. He actually seems like a really fucking cool dude as far as what I'm seeing so far. Now, one thing he said earlier was something about, like, humbling Khabib and, you know, coming out the gates on fire like this doesn't seem the most humble, but yo, he's on fire. Gotta admit that. So, that being said, there's a couple other things that I wanted to talk about on tonight's stream aside from Ben Askren being on fire. Just a couple things. We're still going to do our show tomorrow, but I actually want to try and be at work on time tomorrow because I got some shit to handle, and I might be having to go home early once I speak my piece. So we'll see how that goes. But I want to be to work on time tomorrow, so I can meet with someone earlier on. With that being said, I'm kind of like doing half the show tonight, half the show tomorrow. Who the fuck is that guy? Holy shit, we got a live subscriber. Wow, how rare that is. Through this shadow ban. Who was that? Cabbage Catcher. Yo, what is going on, Cabbage Catcher? Thanks for hitting subscribe. That is much appreciated. Now, so yeah, let's move on with the rest of the MMA news. Ben Askren's on fire on Twitter. Make sure you follow him. I definitely got to do that. What the fuck? How you not following this guy after this? After this right here. On fire! Let's go. All right, so still kind of sticking with Ben Askren, but moving on from his Twitter. Tyron Woodley, his teammate, says Ben Askren would wreck George St-Pierre and Khabib. With that being said, he says, I'm happy for my homie Ben Askren. He's one of the best fighters in the world. Not just UFC, not just Bellator, not just ONE FC. He's had a remarkable career combatively. I would consider wrestling a combative sport as well. 4-time finalist in the NCAAs. 2-time champ, only lost to 2 individuals ever in collegiate wrestling. Made an Olympic team. He really revolutionized scrambling, or as he calls it, funk. Phenomenal guy, my wrestling coach. Obviously, my teammate. So, Ben Askren is Woodley's wrestling coach. Fucking beast over there in ONE. Hey. Get it. 4.99 in the super chat for Hey One. Let's go. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Hey One. Let's motherfucking go. 4.99 in the super chat. Jorge One never been fucking around. Thank you very much, good sir. Tyron Woodley continued. He says, Khabib's a G, but Khabib ain't ever fought nobody like Ben. He ain't ever fought nobody like Ben. He ain't never fought no one like Michael Chandler. Those guys would wreck him on life. Chandler's intensity is more. His striking is better. Ben doesn't have the same intensity, but his style is not one. Tyron, what the fuck did you just say? Bro, I was rocking with you until I read that shit. You gonna make me change the whole course of this fucking conversation, dude. You can't just throw that in there. You can't just throw that in there. We're talking about Khabib and Askren and GSP. Where the fuck did Michael Chandler come from? You went from... I was taking you serious. Michael Chandler's a beast, don't get me wrong. But Khabib... Raggy? I'll give... Michael Chandler, right? He's not known for his fucking wrestling. When you think of Michael Chandler, he's more known for his brawls, his striking. He's not known for fucking his dominant wrestling. That's not... How is that a... He's not a welterweight. How is Michael Chandler? Can someone please explain how Michael Chandler is the bad matchup for Khabib? Like McGregor, Barboza, like none of these guys can fucking do anything to go. You just threw Michael Chandler in there at me, bro. You can't fucking throw that shit at me after I get off work. Fucking talking about Ben Askren. But come on, dog. That's crazy. Got me off guard. But yo, if you don't know who Michael Chandler is, he's Bellator's former lightweight champion, challenger. Gonna be fighting Brent Primus coming up soon to try and get his belt back. But Michael Chandler is definitely one of the better lightweights in the world. I'll give him that. But I just don't know if I would give him a win over the UFC champion Khabib Nurmagomedov. That's way too far of a stretch for me. Ben Askren, I'm okay. I'm gonna leave the Michael Chandler thing alone, because I just disagree with that one. But I'm still with you on Ben Askren, and the only reason is because he's got such legit wrestling credentials, and he also is a welterweight, so have a size advantage on Khabib. But other than that, yeah, Michael Chandler came out of nowhere. He says his style of scrambling, one of static strength, one of consistency, pressure, and ground and pound is ridiculous. Jiu-jitsu is ridiculous. Wrestling is ridiculous. His ability to get in close and put himself in position where he's going to be successful is bar none. Some of the best I've ever seen. George St-Pierre would never stand a chance against Ben. Ben thrives against guys. Offensive onslaughts, and GSP's whole thing was always timing. If you ever see some video a long time ago, Ben Askren grappling against Jake Shields, and I'm going to tell you this one thing. The highlights of the video were not on that video. Ben is just on a different level. Okay. Man, Ben 34, probably still right in his prime. I mean, you know, they got him right at the edge of his, you know what I'm saying, 36, 37. You're like, okay, I don't know how long we can say prime. So, Ben Askren, man, 18-0 already as a professional, finally in the UFC. We'll see where he goes. Who's his first fight? Who do you guys want to see? Darren Till, fucking Usman, Covington, Masvidal. I don't think the Diaz brothers would take the fight, but hey. Or do you think? He's not ready for a GSP, and he won't fight Woodley yet. And I'm saying he's not ready for GSP for one. Well, actually, for two reasons. For two, I don't think he's beating GSP. Not my goat. You ain't beating my goat. No, I'm just saying George St-Pierre. Sorry, I'm not picking Ben Askren over GSP until I see it. I gotta see it to believe it, and it's hard for me to pick the current fucking reigning defending champion Tyron Woodley, or let alone any welterweight in the UFC currently to beat George St-Pierre. How the fuck am I gonna beat a dude that been fighting and won to beat GSP? Now Woodley, that's his teammate and his wrestling coach, so he's probably a little biased, but yeah, I don't know if his stock is where it needs to be, right, to fight George right now. But high praise from the UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley. He says he's ready for fucking he's ready to beat Khabib or GSP. What do you guys think about that? Also, Ben Askren is saying that he's down to fight Khabib at 165 to determine the best grappler on to determine the best MMA grappler on planet Earth. We saw that on his Twitter earlier. That's just a tweet. You know, he tweeted Khabib, one of the many people he tweeted at. And he said, I'll meet you at 165. And he also said, now it's time for the 165 division. And hey, now it might be time. That could solve this problem, guys. We're wondering how the fuck is he gonna, you know, because it's kind of awkward. We're loving the idea of Askren in the UFC. We're like, how's he gonna become the champion with his teammate right there? 165. Askren at 165, Woodley at 175. Bro, I'm about ready for these new divisions. I'm about there. Like, I'm ready to see shit shaken up. These divisions have been log jammed. Fuck it. Let's open up new belts, dude. Let's get some new belts in here. Let's get Askren at 165, Woodley at 175. We can maybe see like Woodley versus Whitaker, something at like 175. I mean, we can have so much fucking fun, dog, with these new divisions. I'm down. Let's get it. But Askren said he's down, and he thinks he's what the UFC needs to make that 165 division happen. Now, Colby Covington, he also responded, I believe, to Ben Askren on Twitter. But also he's saying that Khabib doesn't stand a chance against a guy like him. All these MMA grapplers out here competing to be the best. I wanna be the very best. Let's go. Like, no one. You all know that fucking song. Don't sit here and act like you don't. Don't judge me. They all want to be the very best MMA grappler on the planet, you guys. Colby Covington saying Khabib doesn't stand a chance against a guy like him. He says, Khabib doesn't stand a chance against a guy like me. I can tell you that. That's the reason he's cutting all that weight to go to lightweight. He knows he has no chance to win at welterweight. There's guys like me who can wrestle back into him and who can strike and do jiu-jitsu and get up off the bottom. So it's a completely different fight. That's why he cuts all the weight to go to lightweight. He's scared at welterweight. So after I finish dunking my balls on Tyron Woodley and finish his career off, I'll be looking for that fight. If he wants to meet me in the middle, I'm not that big at 170, so we can meet right in the middle at 162, right in the middle of 155 and 170. We can have this super fight at 162, but I have a feeling he's going to get scared and he's going to back out and his dad's going to tell him to retire before he fights me. Colby Covington coming with a little bit of that heat. Not as hot as Ben Askren, but either way, all these MMA grapplers are going at it. Khabib, will he fight at 165? Will he fight at 170? Honestly, I haven't ever heard Khabib talk about fighting at 165. More recently, he's been talking about going to slap up Brock Lesnar in the WWE, box Floyd Mayweather and shit like that, and the rematch possibilities, like in Tony Ferguson. Like, I haven't heard about him, talking about going up division. So, and there's no 165 division. So, I'm not going to give that too much, thought right now as far as Khabib moving up. But you got Covington, you got Askren, you got Woodley, you got Usman, you got Till. We got a lot of legit welterweights in the meantime, in between time. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to pull up the chat, and then it's time to get out of here. It's late. I got work tomorrow. Maybe. If all goes well. And I don't end up having to leave on they motherfucking ass, because I don't play that micromanaging shit, man. I'm busting my ass for y'all. Hard, man, yeah, man, it's crazy. But yeah, if you weren't here at the beginning of the show, I guess I'll explain that so it's not out of context. But y'all know how it is, like, right, when there's somebody that, like, technically they're like one level above you at the job, but they still ain't shit. Like, they don't control nothing, they don't got no authority, but they still like to micromanage you, like super wannabe boss dude. Like, if you don't get the fuck from over my shoulder, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell me I missed a spot. Are you kidding me, dude? Like, I will motherfucking walk off. And meanwhile, these people been telling me they want to get rid of you, dude. I'm not the one. So, yeah, I was dealing with that at work. Got to handle that at work tomorrow. So, we'll be doing another live show before work, though. So, with that being said, y'all, thanks for stopping by this late night show. Ben Askren on fire. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. It is what it is, man. Let the full-time family know what you guys think in the comments. I'm out.